This gorgeous adult female hedgehog came to me from one of our local vets, and today she's going back to the wild and to her home. This is her story. It wasn't a surprise when the local vets called me to say a hedgehog needed my help. I'm Sasha Norris, and I've been caring for wild casualties all my life, and releasing everything from seagulls to deer back to the wild. This animal, though, was in prime health, and I felt she needed to go back to her home as quickly as possible. I contacted Zoe Williams. The hedgehog had been found by Zoe in her garden after an encounter with Zoe's dog Snow. Ideally, the hedgehog needed to go back to her home range that she knew. But would she be safe? It was a tough decision. Hello! How are you? I'm Sasha.
I'm Zoe.
This is Rodri. He's filming you even as we speak.
Hi. We're right down there in the corner.
Hello? Excuse me, have you been causing trouble?
You have. You're the cause of all the trouble. She was barked the whole time, I think. Don't you?
Wow. So Zoe, thank you very much for having us. We're going to go straight away and release the hedgehog because the light is crepuscular. It's just getting dark, which is perfect time for hedgehog. We've noticed her getting all active as we've got towards the end of the day. So, and she's going to be really pleased to be home, I think, despite snow.
Yes.
I think because they cover many gardens, perhaps up to 20 gardens. So she may just avoid this one in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she'll be very pleased to be back in her home range. She went out and said the hedgehogs are rare and they need our help.
Yes.
We have to make sure it's all right. Is that right, Emerald? Emerald is 13 and slightly struggling with the arrival of us in the house and the camera pointing at her. But anyway, we're going to go and release the hedgehog, which is alive and well thanks to you and doing very well. So we'll go now, shall we? Because we're losing the light. It's going to be very dark out there.
It's a little walk to the town trail though, because we have to go round.
That's okay, we're going.
That's all right.
Yeah. Really lovely and heavy, and she will be really important to the local population of hedgehogs. So, and because they know the area, they'll know their home range. In fact, she probably, having been traumatised by the car journey, in a minute she'll start to smell the familiar environment, which will be great. So, can you just pop that back up for me? Leave the top, that's fine. So here she is, she's looking all still, but I assure you she's very well.
Jumped.
Yeah, did she?
Yeah.
I just want to say that this area is absolutely fantastic for hedgehogs in the sense that there's lots of lawns, there's lots of green bushes and open space, and it's quite open plan so they can move around very easily. So it's great. So Zoe was telling me that she's had hedgehogs, possibly this same hedgehog, but we don't know, or a different hedgehog, cross her garden before, and the dog has barked at it, and you managed to get that one out of the way as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
And one of the problems is that your garden may be an important thoroughfare for hedgehogs, even if they don't actually hang around in your garden. They may need your garden to get from one garden to the next.
Yeah.
And part of the reason is that a lot of the way modern houses are constructed, it's very solid and the fences are very solid. So this, for example, this fence here has got this concrete at the bottom, and then it's kind of, I mean, it's actually starting to rot away, but you can see how it's impenetrable to hedgehogs. So what they have to do in order to cover enough ground to get enough food is to sort of find holes and ways through.
Yeah.
And if your garden is one of those ways through, then you'll continue to get hedgehogs coming in, even if they don't hang around. So we need to have a think about that.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what the solution is at the moment. I'm sure we can think of something. It's no good hiding. Do you all know?
You know them.
Teenagers, eh? Thinking about that. Zoe's saying that this is the town trail, which runs all the way through Ledbury. Yeah. Is that right? And which will be brilliant, absolutely brilliant for her, because she can sort of move around and migrate. And it runs right past your house. Is that right?
That's the garden, yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to let her go down here. Are you ready? You have to come over this wall, Rodri. Hang on. Nobody have any accidents. Don't want any human casualties.
She's lovely.
Isn't she beautiful?
Just wild meets suburbia, isn't it?
Perfect. So we're going to just let her, she's looking very bewildered at the moment, but in a moment she'll be back in her familiar environment at exactly the right time of day. So what I'll do is I'll just gently... She's got a very full belly. She had a whole egg. She had mincemeat, dog food, seeds, berries last night. So she's just the perfect weight for hibernation, which will happen in a couple of months. There we go. She's down on the ground. There she goes. Be safe, little hedgehog. Well, you've done it. You've rescued a hedgehog. You rescued her. It wasn't for you. Right, we'll go back home and have a cup of tea, shall we? Have a chat. You all right, everybody? Where are we going? This way? This way? Which way? Hello? I'm not a hedgehog. I can't see in the dark. Hello?
I think we go up here.
This way. This way. Audrey! Hedgehogs need our help. They live happily alongside humans in our gardens, but they need certain things. Shrubs and bushes for cover, wilder areas for hibernation, fallen leaves to make their winter duvets, and crucially, the ability to move safely between gardens to find food. I asked Zoe, who had recently moved to her home, if she would be willing for me to make a safe zone for hedgehogs in her garden. And to just sacrifice a little bit of your garden, and she agreed. See you next week when we make over Zoe's garden with some hog-friendly features. And in the meantime, stay sharp.